Everything is going extremely well.
And now, showtime.
Oof, here we go. Welcome, everybody. This is going to be a big one today. So let's just get straight on into it. First off, hope you're doing well. Black Friday is a week behind us now, and now we're in the mad sprint to Q5 prep. Anyway, ever since Meta dropped the Andromeda update, ad accounts that used to print money have stopped. ROAS has tanked, good ads have died, and Black Friday's been a nice reprieve, but Meta rewrote the rules on how ads are delivered, who sees them, and how success is measured. And unless you understand what changed, you will keep chasing numbers that don't mean anything. So tell me if this sounds familiar, okay? Around July, your ad account just fell off a cliff. Sales got more expensive. Leads slowed down. Results got weird and erratic and unpredictable. And the truth is, you could feel it coming. March slipped into April. April slipped into May. And every week, performance dipped a little more. You tested everything, but nothing fixed it. Then July hit. And it felt like Meta pulled the plug. Same creatives, same budgets, same offers, but the results collapsed. And it felt like the algorithm went rogue, like Meta flipped a switch, but that's not what's happening. The machine didn't change what it wants. It changed how harshly it punishes the wrong things. Before Andromeda, you could brute force outcomes, more ads, more audiences, more effort, and you could outrun your bad habits. Now, the machine amplifies these mistakes. It makes doing the wrong thing more expensive. So look at your account. And when you watch your ROAS drop and you ask, what am I supposed to do if I want to make more profit? The truth is, ROAS was never a profitability metric. It never told you how much money you made. It only told you how much credit an ad could take. We've treated that number like a balance sheet when it was always little more than a scorecard. And Andromeda exposed that. It didn't make ads worse. It made the machine reward the ads that actually move the business forward. It's not optimizing for last click anymore. It's optimizing for incrementality. Not who bought right now, but who bought because of your ads when they wouldn't have otherwise. ROAS was about stealing credit. Andromeda is about driving growth. Think about that when your next agent pitches you. The board looked the same, but now the game has completely changed. Now let me show you why ROAS falls apart, all right? Let's take a character. We're going to call her Susan, okay? Monday morning, she sees your ad on Facebook. She scrolls past it. Tuesday, she sees another ad on Instagram. She reads the headline and keeps scrolling. Later, she Googles your brand, clicks a search ad, adds something to cart, and then leaves. Wednesday, she opens up your welcome email, doesn't click, but remembers you. Thursday, she sees your carousel ad, likes it, and keeps moving. Later, she gets retargeted again, taps through, and then bounces. Friday morning, she sees your ad again. Friday afternoon, she sees it one more time. That evening, she clicks on an email that she got from going to your website and clicking a little pop-up to save money, and then Googles your brand a little while later to hit another search ad, and then finally buys. Here's the problem. Every platform will take credit for that. Facebook claims it, Instagram claims it, Google claims it, email claims it, but we all know the last click didn't cause the sale. It was just the last moment in a long chain of influence. ROAS gives 100% of the credit to the last touch. It's like saying the cup of water she drank at mile 25 is the reason she finished the marathon. Sure, it helped, but it isn't why she trained, why she showed up, or why she decided to run in the first place. The real reason she bought was everything before the last click. And that is the ROAS illusion. Andromeda stopped rewarding the person handing out the water and started rewarding the people who inspired her to run in the first place. The ads that built awareness and trust and momentum. Now, Meta's AI looks at every impression, every skip, every scroll, and it asks, what actually changed her behavior? That is incrementality. And that is what Andromeda optimizes for. It's not about the fastest sale, but the healthiest customer journey. It's not about the last touch. It's not about the lowest hanging fruit, but the customers who would have never bought without those ads and what the correct sequence of the ads is for each person. Now, this doesn't show up in the ads manager, but you're going to see it in Shopify, in Stripe, in your email list, in your rising search volume, and people sharing your content and Googling your name. That is Andromeda. And if you optimize for ROAS right now, you train the system to work against you. You tell Meta, stop finding me new customers. Just show ads to the people who already like me, to the folks who are all ready to buy already. And that's why your costs rise. Because in the fraction of overall transactions and money spent, the overall transactions doesn't continue to rise. The algorithm didn't get worse. It just stopped rewarding shortcuts. And all of the habits built around chasing ROAS, like the agency hacks, are now the reason that your brand is stuck. Because when you play the new game, when you optimize for incremental lift, you're going to see something wild happen. ROAS is going to drop and your profits are going to rise. You're going to get more customers, more repeat buyers, more search volume, and a faster growing email list. Meta isn't trying to close a sale. It's trying to create a customer. So if your ROAS is falling, it might actually be a sign that your system is finally working. And I can't tell you how many different accounts that I see this in. And we had a great video this week go up where I did a little debunk on our buddy Sam Piliero's video where he said the one campaign doesn't work. And he did a very thoughtful and elaborate breakdown of a real world ad account, pointing out all the things that he was looking at. And over about 30 minutes, we dissected the ad account, all of the points that he made, and then he presented his own strategy, the M3. And we returned the favor. We debunked that as well. And I highly recommend you take a look at it. Apparently, people are loving that video. It is one of the most popular videos. I think it's in the top 10 on this channel's history ever, maybe top 5 that I've ever dropped on YouTube in the rate of growth. And it's interesting, a little behind the scenes stuff. And don't worry, chat, I see you blowing up over here. A Theon Empire. Bro, is this real or recorded? It literally says live. Bro, say hi or I will unsubscribe. Bro, is this real? It looks like an AI video. I mean, thanks. My lighting rig is pretty solid. I'm a big fan. I'm a student of Ed Lawrence. So I appreciate it. Although it's not Ed who taught me this lighting technique. Anyway, I see you, chat, okay? I have my camera over here, but I see you. We're going to get to you in a minute. I will say some behind the scenes stuff as a YouTuber. There are, like how we have ad agencies that focus on ROAS and trying to optimize for credit and trying to make the report look as good as possible in a way that often doesn't really help the business at all. On YouTube, we have ViewTubers. That's the term that somebody used, where they optimize for views. And what I want you to know is that there are a lot of people that get a lot of views. Jordan Welsh and Chase Chappelle. I will avoid going too much deeper. There are folks who have optimized for view count. What I highly suggest to you is to take a look at the folks who have optimized for view count and to understand what is their objective? And something something you're going to see when you look at them. Ben Heath is another one. And again, I know Ben, like we're friends. We've hung out, right? Like we've broken bread together. I was at dinner with Ben and Dara Denny once, right? Like these are good people. But their focus is different. Sam, Ben, to another extent, Iman, they're all trying to sell solutions to entry-level people. Folks that want to get started. Or they're trying to get clients for their ad agency by showing how good their report can be at their ad agency. Sam pulled up an account, a one campaign ad account that wasn't even set up right. It was getting a 4x ROAS. And he's like, look at this terrible thing. I'm like, man, if you have a 4x ROAS, you should double your budget. If you can double your 4x and keep it above a 2, you're making more money. And that's just on Facebook, not to mention all the additional searches and emails. Like, for me, that account was already winning. I in retrospect, Sam should have probably pulled something up that was struggling, not something that was spending $100,000 in a month that's spent, at a 4x ROAS. Like, I think most people would love that. To say the one campaign strategy doesn't work by pulling up an ad account that would make most people very, very happy, in my opinion, is kind of funny. But they're selling you stuff. And to be straightforward, like, I have services and offers too. Right? We do have Disruptor Academy. And we'll get to more of that here in a bit. I do have, the Meta MBA program. I offer the ability for folks to pay me to learn more in depth and get my time. And we'll go into Disruptor Academy here in a minute as well. But I'm not trying to get agency clients. And I think agencies focus on ROAS, also focus on view count. They're trying to fill their funnel to get as many uninformed individuals who are willing to pay a lot of money to scale their business. And what we do here is, well, what are the next step? When you graduate beyond that, when you're like, okay, now I'm ready to actually make money instead of paying somebody else to take advantage of my business model. Now I'm ready to learn how to do this because you legitimately don't need anybody else. Now I'm ready to spend my time in the platform instead of on a call. Like, the amount of time you spend emailing and on phone calls to your ad agency is more time than you could be spending in the ad account, and you could be getting better results and not paying them. That's what this channel is all about. That's what I've been trying to teach people for years. And with that being said, because I've been calling it out, I'm going to take a moment just to walk through the Disruptor Academy. And Purpose says, you didn't learn anything from the debate. Stop talking down on others. Homie, that debate was nothing other than Jordan talking down to me. And I'm not talking ill of anybody. Very specifically, Purpose. Okay, look, very specifically. I'm not talking down on others. Sam is a smart guy. And I say in the video, I respect what he does. I think he's really smart and he's helping people starting out get better. Ben Heath, really smart guy. Great dude. We've gone to dinner together. I have nothing but respect for the man. His business is different than my business. I'm not speaking ill of these people. I don't think that they are bad people. I just think that we serve different needs. They help people get off the ground. They help people go from a crawl to a walk. I help people become independent so that they can run marathons. Just different. And that's okay. Everybody's got a different space. I will never get the view counts they do because I'm talking to a more educated person with higher goals. And that's awesome. And so my videos that blow up get 1/10 of the views that Sam's do, but will also probably earn you 10 times more money. And that's fine. Without Sam doing that, without Ben doing that, without Jordan Welsh or Iman doing that, there's so many people that would never have the opportunity to have faith in the platform to then come to me to learn how to get better. So I'm totally fine with it. Now, if we're talking about Jordan and that debate, that's a guy who runs an ad agency, who took credit for other people's work, presented no evidence to his point, and claimed victory and had a moderator coaching him during the call, and still failed within the first 5 minutes. He also wildly misrepresented himself. And in my opinion, in doing so, he actually did a very honest representation of who he is. And that's why also in that debate, I kept myself cool. I didn't react to his attacks, and I provided value for the whole hour. And if you want to go check out that video, it's out there on the internet. Okay. That being said, purpose, we just got to address the things, right? If you bring it up, we're going to address it. Okay. Now, I've just been talking about this, so I'm going to take a moment here, and then we'll get to everything else. Where is it? Boom. Here we go. All right. This is Disruptor Tools, but we're going to get to Disruptor Academy. Oop. I had to turn off my UTalk It Types thing. Okay. DisruptorAcademy.com. All right. So, oh, really? All right. I got to fix that up. All right. Let's go. Here we go. School Disruptor Academy about. Awesome. So here, this is the community that we're talking about. This is where I help people. Now, in this community alone, we've got folks say they're scaling the campaign, right? They joined the premium, amazing call. I signed up for the annual plan on Monday. I had an amazing call with Jared on a Wednesday Q&A. Feels so great to be up and running so quickly. Right, we are active in this space, right? The Masters webinar, right? We have so many things going on in here. We've got this great wins channel. I just want to call out a couple of people, right? So Simon got his client over the high water mark in the first month. First month, they got better results than they ever have, right? Nikki finally out of the learning phase. Nikki's got this problem where her business is exploding, and she had to hire her boss at her day job to work for her at her side hustle. I love it. Peterson hit 1,000 orders on Shopify. Like, fantastic. Alvaro is scaling and optimized. Like, these are just the kinds of things that I think are awesome. And Casey over here with the shirt. Boom. Love it. Anyway, I just wanted to bring this up because this is such a great place. And inside the classroom here, we do have our free course hub and all of the decks that I get from Meta and everybody else. We're about to put in some App Lovin' decks in there too. You also have the Disruptor Bot AI, so you can ask me questions 24 hours a day, and it's trained on everything that I've ever done. And then we have the Meta Blueprint, the Begin to Win, all of our group recordings. You can jump into the MBA. And then what I'm super excited about in here is we've now added a ton of masterclasses, lead gen, how to do creative strategy 101, email and SMS 101, split testing, TikTok, team building, e-commerce bootstrapping. This is Boreon, an MBA grad. He bootstrapped his business to 7 figures. And he's like traveling the world on a laptop. Like, he's literally a digital nomad with a multi-million-dollar business and some amazing hair. Great dude. How do you run surveys? And we have so many more things coming. Newsletters, data, YouTube ads, influencers. Like, there's so much more stuff coming in here. We're just building these all out. Over the next month, we're going to probably have 20, maybe 30 of those. Oh, look, a new membership. LinkedIn. Fantastic. Well, you're in, buddy. So anyway, that's Disruptor Academy. You can join for free. Or if you jump into the plans section, we do have a VIP. You can save 35% by coming through the monthly membership. And in there, you also get access to Disruptor Tools for 50% off. And I'm going to show you Disruptor Tools, a little demo here in a minute. Actually, screw it. We're already here. So let me just do this Customer Journey Insights. All right. What I love about this, and we do now have an annual plan for this, by the way, so you can save like, I think 50% on the annual plan. I'm going to upload one of my stores. This is 10,666 orders. Okay. This is a women's apparel business. All right. And one of the things that I love we have here, we've made some updates since the last time we've shown you all this. You can see all these customer reviews and all, where your money is coming from, new customers versus returning. This is all information you probably have. One thing I like is the month-by-month view. So you can see returning customers being the dark red and orange being new, which is very great to help visualize. But some of the other stuff that I think is really fun here is we can go into number of second purchases. So we can see like what products get the most people to buy another time. Now, obviously, the free returns and package, people are taking advantage of that. But what I love is to see what are the products that get the most amount of people to come back and buy again. The Renaissance handbag, 50 first purchases, 25 second. Now you can say, well, yeah, it's got the most first, but it doesn't. 66 first, 54, 68. This 50 is not necessarily the most commonly bought first item, but 50% of those people buy something else. Now it takes 110 days, but that's really interesting. What if we want a shorter cash flow cycle? Well, this tasseled floral pin, 1/3 of the people that buy that come back again in less than a month and a half. That's not bad. Like, I'll take that, right? And we can also see that they have products by size and some other things in here, so we can really break this down. Now, if we wanted to search, let's do by size. Let's do XL. We can break down the XL, 57, 35, 50%. These are the items that are most commonly going to get somebody to buy a second time. So these are the items that make scaling the business much easier. These are the items that get the most amount. This is how you improve your second purchase rate. This is how you improve your repeat buyer rate. You sell these items because all of these additional sales are much, much cheaper, right? We're selling the steak, not the sizzle, for those that have been paying attention to the channel. Now, a big update that I want to mention here is we now have product grouping. We've done it for you. So you can do name patterns, SKU-based, or some external mapping if you want to. And you can combine sizes and color variants. So let's give this a shot. Combine sizes and color variants. What's the best product? Well, it looks like that one. Oh, in the XL. Got it. Okay, fair enough. Because I was doing the size variant there. So we can now see the Queen Victoria pin necklace. Great. The Velvet Dreams cami of all sizes. 53% of people buy it a second time. That's incredible. 50%, over 50% second purchase rate. The Colonel jacket, 47. Like, if we sort by second purchase rate, obviously we have these that are too low. And I'm going to put in a filter here that says it needs to be a higher number of second purchases. But if we just scroll down a little bit so we can start to get some numbers, like some significant ones, that's a filter. That's coming soon. But anyway, jump into it now, because as soon as these start coming in, we're going to charge a lot more. But the point is, the cami, the jacket, the blazer, the coat, the maxi, like 47, 46, 55, 53% of these customers come back and buy again. That's incredible. And they're buying again in 58 days, 81, 77. Like, this is 90-day LTV if you're going to go off of that route. Phenomenal. This is what Disruptor Tools is all about. Oh, there's also a hero offer intelligence. Let's just use the same data just because we're here. And then I'll show you the PSM stuff. And then we're going to the chat and the comments. All right. We're going to keep the product grouping. We have this here, this popularity filter. And I'll show you, you can do 50% most popular products, or you can get down to like 5%. And all this is going to do is it's going to filter by the number of transactions that you get. So if we go to the top 25% of popular products, we're going to get all of the items that are in the top. Now, that's too much. So let's go 50%. Top 50% of all products. So the top 3 by highest combined AOV. The Renaissance handbag, Meadows of Flowers embroidered duster, and the Time to Shine denim pants. Combined AOV. If somebody buys this product, it takes 145 days. They're likely to buy this one. And look, they bought the same thing again. That's pretty cool. The Time to Shine denim pants, they bought the blazer in less than 2 months. Combined AOV 377. You could lose money on the first sale because you know the second one's going to make money. And you're basically just selling this outfit. Why not just sell? We're actually going to go with this insight and probably build a bundle around the Time to Shine outfit. Top 3 by fastest time to that second purchase. 19 days, 24, 30. These are your cash flow devices. These don't have the same AOV here, but if we can get these sales fast, we get our money back. The point is, these are the things that you should be looking at with running your ads. Launching 100 ads or 1,000 ads has nothing to do with growing your business. All that's doing is making Andromeda dumb. What you want to do is tell it that these are the most important things. Now, these are the kinds of things that we really want to focus on. And we also have top 3 by second highest second purchase rate. So these are the items that are most commonly bought a second time. And if you notice, this Time to Shine blazer, Time to Shine pants, these are showing up as high combined AOV and high second purchase rate. So we have a lot of really good stuff. Now, we also have this average days to second purchase, which I think is really valuable. You also have this combined AOV, which again, if the first purchases is not very high, is kind of a misnomer. And we've filtered this out, by the way, on the product grouping still. So we could get it down to large, extra large, whatever we want. But this Disruptor Tools is tools.disruptorschool.com. I'm going to do a full demo of this tech here in a little bit and probably make a video on how I'm optimizing a business that just signed up for my consulting. I do consulting, by the way, and it is a monthly fee plus a percentage of the net sales. I take a small number of customers, I take a small number of people through at a time. And it is one-on-one. We've got Slack channels. It's not cheap, but it's a lot better than an agency. Anyway, just to put that out there. So anyway, we're going to actually scale the shit out of this business, and I'm going to share as much as they'll let me. But I hope you see here, these are the things that are important. If you're selling 10, 20, 30 different products, why? This business should only be selling these 3 or these 3. Right? Now, if we want to go for highest AOV, is there a way we can bundle these things together? Fantastic, right? 2 handbags for the Renaissance. Can we put that as a bundle? The Time to Shine blazer and denim. Can we put that as a bundle? If we want to turn our money around really fast, we should just sell these items. If we want to get the most people to buy a second time, we should sell these items. This is how you do it. This is your GPT campaign. This is your cash flow campaign. And these are your 2 cash flow. Do you want it immediate or do you want it long term? Do you want value, right? So like, this is what it's all about. This is the kind of stuff that you should really be focusing on. So anyway, I'll just lead up Disruptor Tools here. Again, tools.disruptorschool.com. I'm just going to drop that in the, can I do this? Tools.disruptor. I haven't even really announced this thing yet. So you all are on the front end. I am actually going to be building a course for Disruptor Academy and the MBA program built around how to run ads for a business from day one. And I'm just going to run it on Disruptor Tools. Anyway, tools.disruptorschool.com. Check it out. All right. Now, we got a lot of comments in the chat, and then we're going to go through the week. Okay. First thing. Again, I don't even know what this means. Why do they always say everything has changed every week for clicks? Yes. And because things do change. The little minutia changes. If you're trying to cross the ocean in a kayak, every time the wind shifts direction, you got to react. But fuck a kayak. We have an ocean liner. We have a cruise ship with thousands of people on it. When the wind changes direction, we don't give a shit. When the waves go from 1 foot to 10, we don't care. We don't even know. And because they're trying to be as nimble as possible, improve ROAS, they have to react to everything. And yes, some of it is for the clicks. But I'm not here to talk shit about other people. Bro, is this real? Yes. It literally says live. Thank you, Jess. Say hi or I will unsubscribe. Okay, I think we went through all this. Looks like an AI video. Thank you, by the way, for that. That just tells me my lighting is phenomenal. What is the best strategy right now? Broad? No. In the year of our Lord, 2025, you should not be using interest targeting for anything. That's been true since 2018. There's just no reason for it. There's no value in it. And the people that push it are the ones that are improperly using broad. So we need to select incremental attribution by default? No, not yet. And I have a video on that on the channel. Let's see. If we go to YouTube, where's my video on that? View your channel. Where is it? Where is it? It's on here somewhere. Biggest opportunity right now. I think this one is it. Yeah, it's the biggest opportunity right now. That's the video that'll teach you more about incremental attribution. So go take a look at it. Let me just double check. Oh, and that's broad retargeting. That's not even incremental attribution. I should know these things, but I should put out so many fucking videos. I'm just trying to help y'all so much. The new way of scaling. Okay, so it's back here. Better way to run. Meta ads just changed forever. It's this one. Meta ads just changed forever. Nobody's talking about it. That's incremental attribution right there. So take a look at that one if you want to see it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so back here. I love your background always, quite thoughtful. Thank you. I'm actually going to be posting a video about my story here soon because I think people need to hear that. You didn't learn anything from the debate. Stop talking down. I ain't talking down to anyone. Do you think one campaign on Meta is still better than more? Yes. If done properly, watch the one campaign video and join Disruptor Academy because I'm literally going to be I'm recording a course today and starting today where I'm building a campaign from zero to show the one campaign method, to show 322 ads, to show the customer research and how to build ads and how to build creative and all of the tools that I use, plus a lot of the GPTs that I've built that you can use. And right now they're free, but odds are I'm going to probably make premium versions of them for the Academy that are going to be Academy or MBA only. And then who knows? We'll go from there. Do you think it's better to have e-commerce than be a PPC specialist? Look, if you can get, there's a lot of opportunity everywhere. I don't think anyone is better than another. From your point of view, what's the most profitable channel for e-commerce? Well, the most profitable channel is organic because it costs you nothing to post. If you want to, that's profitable by margin. If you want profit by volume, nothing does more volume than Facebook. Tools, there we go. Straight fire. Thank you. All right. Hey, Charlie, I've been implementing your preaching. I've seen improvements in my ad account in these brutal times. What structure would you recommend for a new fashion brand? One campaign, one campaign, one campaign. It's the best thing. Join the Academy. You're going to be able to see some of the one campaign stuff real quick. I'll just show you. If you jump into the Academy, here we go. Hold on a second. You're approved. Okay. Classroom. I approve everybody, by the way. No, I don't approve everyone. I'm the person who approves everyone who gets approved. You'll get the Meta Blueprint, which will bring you down the 4PI, your unit economics. So you'll get like your own like dashboards. You're going to get your 322 method stuff. You're going to get the system, all your creative strategy, the Olympic rings. Like there's so much in here. It's just in that one. And then we also have the Begin to Win, which will break down your Facebook 101, how to find your hero offer, the 322 strategy, automation, your one campaign blueprint, how Facebook works. And of course, we'll also, if you want to have a call with us and join the Meta MBA, you can. Anyway, so there's a lot of stuff in there. All right. And let's see, I have one ad set right now and I'm testing angles. Let's just get this back to plans. Boom, cool. I have one campaign, one ad set, and I'm testing angles using flex ads. Will this be the right way to go about this? Absolutely. And it's incredible to see folks like Sam and Mason, John Little, or whatever. So many other folks that have been adopting this. And one of the things that I think is so funny is flex ads are basically just dynamic creative. And for 5 years, people hated on dynamic creative. And now they're like, oh, flex ads are the best. And it's like, homie, it's the same thing. You just now don't have to contradict what you said before. So now you're preaching to use it. So anyway, I hope that's all helpful. If anybody else has comments, we're just going to open up the comments on the stage. And while that's going on, we're just going to dive into the comment section of the YouTube page. Let's get to it. YouTube Studio. Content. See, there's me interviewing Ben Heath right now. Boom. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let's dive into it. History has been made. Two of the best come together on a friendly collaboration. Awesome life hacker. I'm so glad that you enjoyed that. That's the Don't Use the One campaign. This is Sam Paliero and I, or me reviewing his video, reviewing my strategy. So I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Hi, Charlie. What do you think about ads that don't spend much? If my results in my campaign are good enough to raise my budget, then I'm not optimizing ads. And if my results aren't good enough, I'm probably getting rid of the junk. But there's probably bigger fish to fry. Hey, Charlie, what do you think about Mason Littlejohn's strategy, though? what I would love, by the way, if anybody else, if there are any videos that you'd specifically like me to break down, comment those videos or go to Disruptor Academy. I'm going to make a thread in there where it's all of the videos people would like me to debunk. Both times I've done this before, the videos have been incredibly helpful and very valuable for folks. And I want to know what videos you're watching so that I can provide value where you are. All right. Hey, Charlie, you have different products for 3 different watches. Do you separate campaign for each watch? Yes. Video and static and one ad set, the same concept. I'm only having multiple ad sets if I can get them out of learning. Format, the format of the ad has nothing to do with the structure of the campaign. You can put videos and statics in the same ad set. Anybody that says different doesn't know what they're talking about. The real question is, if you can you afford to get multiple ad sets out of learning? If so, each test might be in a separate ad set, but I don't care about the static or the video. I would not put a static and a video in the same flex ad. And yes, I would have a separate CBO campaign for each watch. And ultimately, I'm going to find, like what we saw with Disruptor Tools, like in the Hero Offer Intelligence, we could be promoting all of the products that they have, right? But if I want to make more money, right? Let's just slide this thing back up, boom, to 50%. If I want to make more money, then I'm probably not going to go in and promote all of the products. I have no interest in promoting all 3 of my watches. If one of them is enough for me to scale my business, why would I promote other things? Why would I invest in making things worse? Right? Like that to me doesn't make sense. So you separate them out. Like I could promote all of the products in this business, all of these things, right? You just go first purchases. We could promote all of these things, but they are not created equal, right? This product, Fantasy Kimono, 401 days to somebody to buy again, and the combined AOV is $260. The Shelly Denim, 3 more sales, so the data set's about the same. 115 days with a higher AOV. This is a much worse product to run ads on than this one. This is a much worse product to run ads on than this one. The Velvet Dreams Cami, 77 days with a higher one, right? Like you can see, these are the things that matter. Now, obviously, CPA comes into play here, but like these are the things we actually have to care about. Fractions. Yeah, pay the bills. You need money. I've started to use the GPT indicator. I love it. I still have my old habits when it comes to ROAS. I have to say that GPT sometimes surprises me with lower ROAS. Yeah, we did a video earlier this week too on Monday breaking down how I optimize campaigns. And interesting, that video is hyper valuable. So the view count is super low. But that's the way it works. If you want to know what the most valuable videos are on my channel, go to the videos that have the least amount of views. It's funny. Anyway, bonjour to Brazil. All right, here's something I don't quite understand. Oh, this is somebody that watched this video. If you optimize based on GPT, what happens to the ads that feed the top of the funnel? They still have a higher CPA, so you will know which ones to disable and which ones to keep. Or you simply disable the ones that are not in the good GPT quadrant regardless. Yes, Learn. This video is really talking about how to help people that have fallen into the trap of launching dozens of ads or hundreds of ads or dozens of campaigns. Like if you currently have more than 15 ads live in your ad account, this video will help you get it down to the ones that you actually need. Once you get down to 5 or 6 ads and you're testing against it, this optimization, you've already done the process to double the budget. Now you just need to use the next video. We talk about 4PI and creative styling. So there's actually a whole playlist there. You would watch the next video in that series. Let me show you how to solve the problems that you've now been able to identify. Thank you. You like this format of me going after other individuals. I appreciate that. I'll try to do more. When I by the way, cannot read this. I just did a bit of the translation earlier this week and I'm remembering it. Once you move a winning ad into the winner's ad set, you turn it off in the previous. No, not right away. If it's working in the previous, I'm not in any interest to turn off what's working. Amazing. Well, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. the exact system to double your profits in 90 days. You're welcome. Hey, Professor Charlie, your content is great as a thumbnail designer. Thanks. But I don't need people selling in my. What are the ones that have no purchase, no CPA, no GPT? Well, no purchase has a CPA. It's just your ad spend. If you spend $500 and make no sale, your CPA is over 500. Your GPT is 0. So hopefully that helps. Hey, what if a product is niche where AOV is LTV? Harsh. I'm going to be harsh with you. Figure out a way to sell that person a second item, whatever it is. Fix the business model. If you only have one sale, that is not a business. You have a product. Selling a product is a very hard thing to scale. Having a business is very easy. Very, very few businesses are successful on one product, especially if somebody only buys that one product once. It's just not the way things work. And even houses, right? The most expensive thing you can buy. A lot of the repeat sales comes from referrals. You do good work, you get inbound leads. That's really the second transaction in real estate. I think there's an issue to the definition of existing customers in this account. 150,000 reach on existing customers. I don't know. Disagree. 3104. I don't know. That's a good point. 150,000 existing customers. Yeah, maybe that's why Sam's client was doing so well. And that's why a lot of the brands that are so big, they just can't handle the marketing, go out to agencies. And in my experience, those are the brands that get taken advantage of the most. And there are more than a few folks who I think are renowned as really good agency owners whose biggest claim to fame is hiring clients who are so big that they don't need the agency, so the agency just gets paid to do the work, regardless of the lack of positive impact. I will leave it there. Okay. I think end of the day, no matter what anyone says, one campaign does work the best. The only thing I prefer is to have a catalog campaign. Love that. Your catalog campaign can also be one campaign. It's one campaign per business objective. Now, your third campaign with ABO and new hooks, I would probably get rid of that campaign learning, but I think you're really much on the right path. Join Disruptor Academy. I would love to dive in there more for you. Getting on the Q&As, the account audits, all that fun stuff. Have the results that somebody else did, where they were in for like 2 days, and Jared dive into their account and solve a lot of the problems. Great, love it. Bring them live, ask for receipts, fat agency fees, creative costs. I mean, Lenny, I don't think Sam would do this. I did message Sam and his team before I recorded the video. I messaged him as I finished it and sent them a link, and I messaged him when it went live. I doubt they would want to come in and talk about their agency fees and creative costs and other things. It does no benefit for them. Bro, is this real? Bro, if you keep asking me if it's a real or recorded video, I'm going to ban you for life. And I don't even know how to do that. No, you're fine. Have fun. Would be cool if Sam reacted to this. I would love that. Want your opinion on this? One campaign, one product, one objective per ad manager. 2 campaigns with different products, different markets, make your ad manager get confused. Sure. And now Meta is mixing users between 2 campaigns. Yes. Even if they are CBO doesn't matter. It seems like having one ad manager per niche is the right approach. You don't need to separate them all out. It's really about, I don't know that I would need to, if I'm okay with this business selling 2 different products that can be in the same ad account, that's fine. Having campaign separated by cold, warm, and hot audiences, in my case, did not work. Costs went up and ads stopped performing. Yes, it doesn't work. It stopped working around 2018. My 2 cents on the M3 method is that it was an awesome, awesome strategy 7 years ago, and it has become obsolete. Having clear objectives. Love what you're saying here. El Barbone, hip hop. Love it. 6 good ads where only one spends the entire budget was not a good idea. I managed to get each ad to spend a little bit, and that's currently where it's working for me. Awesome. You figured out how to deleverage. That's fantastic. 2 heavyweights. Yep. I've waited for this video since I discovered your channel. I've got some good advice from Sam and I implemented what you say. So cadence at 30 days. Yeah, I think Sam is great. And like I said here, Sam is going to help people get started, and eventually you graduate to listening to me, and that's awesome. I have a campaign for one offer and want to try another offer and another campaign, but this targets different avatar. Awesome. Different campaign. Don't worry about the page. You're fine. You could make a second page, yes, but unless the product is dramatically different to where it's a different business, then who cares? Hey, Charlie, you rock. Please more votes like this, videos like this about more metrics. Yeah, we got one coming out on Monday. Hey, Charlie, your content is great, but something I don't understand. Are you saying that we shouldn't create new concepts or ideas for ads because it creates so many combinations? Yes. Or when you find a winner, do you take that winner avatar and use it for different concepts? You can do that as well. Because I don't quite understand what you do when you find an ad that works well. Do you scale it as long as it remains efficient? Yes. But when you have to test new ads, you use new concepts, you can, but I probably wouldn't. I'm not interested in improving my best concept. I want to find the other things that are complementary. Sam, for instance, talks about having the most highly competitive environment. That works when you start, but eventually you evolve into having the most complementary environment. And I don't know if I need another avatar. Like if I have one kind of customer, why would I go after 3 or 4? I'd rather get 1,000,000 of one kind of person, 10,000 of one kind of customer, than 1,000 different kinds of customers where I only get 10 each. Like that's just so much more difficult to manage and way less effective. Yeah, I think you got it, Mario. Charlie, love your videos. One quick question. I have a $5.99 product to drive volume and a $22 main product. The order bump is $47. Awesome. One campaign for both products. We prefer the order bump to increase the AOV, but don't know if we should select that as an objective. I would just sell the $22 main product. It depends. If you can, I would be looking at, if it was me, I would go into the hero offer intelligence and drop in the $5.99 offer and see how many of those people come into the 22. I think that would be, if I can sell a ton of these, knowing I can get a lot of people to buy this, and then that's the third sale, that's phenomenal. I kind of like that. And then just see the cash flow cycle. Again, that's the, in here, the cash flow cycle is easy to tell with the customer journey insights and disruptor tools. I think it's $39 right now for that tool, or 100 for all three. Ethereum, bro, honestly, you changed my life. I hit 5,000 a day in affiliate marketing yesterday. Thank you, bro. You're welcome. Fantastic. Into deep. I have 3 questions. Okay, we got to burn through these. I just realized it's already almost the top of the hour. I spent so much time on other things. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I would be doing. Okay. Crazy information. Charlie seemed to be scientifically good for me, but Sam is hitting on my pain points as a drop shipper with minimum budget, trying to earn through branded drop shipping. I've always confused. Here's the thing. If you want to get good at drop shipping, and I've done videos on drop shipping, and I'll probably should do another one soon. It's not about selling one product. It's about figuring out a suite of products you can sell to a customer over and over again. What you're trying to do in drop shipping is figuring out the best lead magnet, the best first product to sell somebody to a second one. Drop shipping is about building an email list at break even and then selling through that email list for free. That is how you make it work. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Blow up the chat in the comment section of this video if you wanted me to do a drop shipping video. Awesome. What do you think about AI in the future of media buying? I think it's been around for nearly a decade now, and I think it's just tremendously helpful. All points and replies are valid, though Sam is not a Rocky to make such bold statements without considering your points. I'm thrilled to know his reply. I'd love to see it too. For the past 3 months, I've been running ads without good results. Don't give up. It's not just Christmas season, which makes your ads work. Keep that in mind. Now I figured it out finally. Awesome. I'm so happy for that. Great explanation. You're welcome. Excellent video. I really like this format. You should do more videos in this style. I would love to do more. Please let me know which ones you would like to see. Facts. No one spending 30K a day should be trying to give anyone advice about meta. I would disagree about that. There's a lot of learning to go on. It's just don't tell people how to spend, how you manage a 30-day ad account, 30,000 a day. Even those who might give completely wrong advice to somebody spending 500 a day. Absolutely. All this free advice here is made for clicks. That's true. Even my free advice is made for clicks. I want you to join Disruptor Academy because I want you to be as successful as our buddy over here that made 5,000 in a day on his affiliate. Thank you so much for this. Insightful metrics about GPT. You're welcome. Hey, Charlie, I feel when I raise my budget by 5%, I also want to test new ad and turn off weaker ad. Why? Don't if you can raise the budget, don't change your ads. When you struggle with the ads that you have, look at the 4PI analysis you've got to understand what creative testing you need to do. Would you ever make a more service-based focused content, local lead gen? I actually have a local lead gen video, but maybe I need to redo it because it's been a while. Drawing skills on point. Thanks, Donnie. Hey, Charlie, we're into premium healthcare segment. Our market is lately very competitive as new players have entered, hence struggling to get results. I'm sure you faced this before. How should one deal with it? If you've got more data than other people, focus on winning the quality game. And then when everybody else is competing for the best, lowest cost, you can compete for the best customer and you'll just beat them out. They'll all do prospecting for you. Our lead gen campaign is currently optimizing for bookings. Our booking show rate is 50%. So that means you're 6 to 3. That means you're getting 3 to 8 bookings, 3 to 8 show ups. Should we optimize for customers instead? No. Is there any merit in passing the customer value to Meta? No. I would be trying to understand of the people who, if you get 50% booking, first off, that's not great, but it's not terrible. Who are the people who show up? How do they answer your leads? Find more, understand what type of ads you have a higher show up rate, and just improve that number. What do you mean when you say that each concept for DCT, should a concept we use UGC, testimonials, honestly learn crux? This is in Disruptor Academy, in the Meta Blueprint. That's what this creative testing is all about. We actually get into all of that stuff. It's way too in-depth for me to get into today, but I am also building another premium course starting today that dives into all of that stuff. So it's more complicated than I can get into. Concepts, iterations, that's all subjective terminology. But I wish I could give you a better answer here, and I probably need to make another video on it. Hey, Charlie, how many ads do you suggest in a control ad set? 5 to 8 max. You can have a max. You can have they could all, generally, I don't find that they're all static or video, but I've seen brands that do that. Some are mixed, some are all one. What is the ideal number? You want 4 to 6 ads that are eligible for spend on any day. In my opinion, that's the best. Why anything more than that is not good. When it's really complicated, the machine is less stable. It also means when something goes right, you don't know what to double down on. And when something goes wrong, you don't know what to fix. Your control ads should be normal ads. Running ads for a clinic in Dubai, launching next month in Abu Dhabi, both locations, different doctors. Since we shot a new video, should I launch it in a separate campaign? Yes, because it's a different market. Basically, we only started with 2 flexible ads in one campaign and ad set. When can we add a 3rd, 4th, and 5th flexible ads? You can do it right away. I'm totally fine with you launching with more. And we actually, in the course, I think I recommend 6, but there's a specific strategy around it, which if you join Disruptor Academy, you'll get that course here in the next week. So jump in, take advantage of it. No reason to wait. You can jump in for free, but the premium is where the course will be. Don't you think businesses can have multiple personas? I absolutely think you can. My point is that you don't need multiple personas to scale a business. My point is that when you want to scale a business, you find the best personas and you double down on that more and more and more and more. When you try to appeal to everyone, you do a really job at appealing to the best. So that's my 2 cents there. Okay, we're gonna leave this up just because it's Disruptor Academy and stuff. Let's go to the community section here. Oh, more requests, love it. SR, people on YouTube. There we go. I love it. Let's see the calendar here, by the way. We've got Profit Clinic with Nadeem and a weekly Q&A. Nadeem is taking the weeklies. And then we get into the end of the week. We've got a weekly Q&A. And here Nadeem has been stepping in because I have a son who is 2 weeks old as of yesterday, 2 days ago. So I've been stepping out. But in January, we're going to start getting to 2 or 3 calls a week. And I'm very excited about that. So jump in. Don't miss out. The price will probably go up when we start doing the big, huge things. And we're going to have a couple dozen of these accelerating your site, more email stuff, more UGC stuff, a ton of influencer things. This building success from the start is how to run an agency, all of the onboarding docs that you need. And it's literally what I use for my agency. Also, we have Google search for Facebook advertisers. This one is like how to take your top 5 Facebook ads and throw it through GPT and the Google Ad Manager app. And it will build you a search campaign in less than 30 minutes that will scale your business. It's stupid money. YouTube SEO, conversion rate, profit. There's just so much stuff coming into here. So I'm just like, what do I got to do? Jump on in. It's going to be super fun. I think at our members right now, we are at, we're at 1K. And just to show you guys like what's been going on, boom. Like this is when I was like, okay, so we built it up, and then I did a cohort for the MBA and it dropped. And then I did another cohort for the MBA and it dropped. And then I was like, all right, screw it, we're going all in. And this went from 341 members to 973. And now we're at 1,073. This thing's just crushing. I'm so happy with it. And our MRR has fallen a little bit, but we also got half a dozen people on the VIP plan yesterday. So very happy with that. And shout out to Jess for all the help that she's been giving me in this space. Anyway, everybody, that's really what this is all about. We've got a couple of more questions here. So, by the way, you can join for free down there, and then you can upgrade in the plans section. Let's see. I've joined Disruptor Academy. I'm launching a new SaaS AI tool. Total bootstrap, low budget. Do you recommend a min daily ad spend to get useful metrics? No. Ad professor, I'm guessing. Check out the course that I'm dropping next week. Follow along. I actually am building that course around a SaaS, Disruptor Tools. So you can literally just follow what I do. During Black Friday, I had my first winning ad that took all the spend from and had good performance. Love it. That never happened before. Does it mean I should test more? No. No, don't test more. If you found something that works, the worst thing you could do is launch a new ad. Bro, is this real? We run a fitness company. Can you please share where I can start with your ads on your channel to hit 6K a month? I mean, honestly, I've got a playlist on the channel dashboard. If we go to, actually just go to the channel. I have a playlist here. The only videos you need to scale brands and make more money. Watch this in order. And then you can also watch the mastering Facebook ads and media buying if you want to. This is more in-depth stuff. It can be a little bit longer. This one's 5 hours. So, you know, for what it's worth, we have some long videos in the space. But take a look at those. That's where I would start. Bro, honestly, your videos changed my life. I'm so happy. 5K a day. Love it. I left 3 questions. I think we got them. Do you think the 322 ad format works well for affiliate marketers? Absolutely. It works best for Meta. Meta is software. It doesn't care what your business is. That ad was Black Friday related, so it's turned off. Why? If it's Black Friday related and it still works today, so be it. I ran a Black Friday ad until May. If it's making money, don't turn it off. All right, everybody, I gotta go. So until next time, I'll see you on the internet. Check out Disruptor Academy. Subscribe to the channel, and hey, if you really find value in what we're doing here, please take a moment to share any of the videos that we have on this channel. Go back to the last video that we have and just share it. Sharing the videos is like the #1 signal to YouTube that you like what we do. And it will help these videos get shown to more people. All right, I gotta go. Bye, everyone.